All right, Larry Krueger here from the Pig and a Pickle Krug Show with a little 49er video. No, not this time. We're talking Warriors. That's right. We're going to talk a little Warrior video right here. The latest on Lauri Markkanen coming to the Warriors. Is it going to happen? Is it not going to happen? Of course, we're brought to you by Pig and a Pickle, the best barbecue in all of Northern California. Check them out. They're in Emeryville and Corte Madera. They're open 7 days a week from 11 a.m. till 8 p.m. or until they run out. Go say hi to Damon and Mary, get some brisket chili, and tell them the Krug sent you. And we're also brought to you by Underdog Fantasy, sponsoring this video. Check the link in the description. Use that promo code Krug, K-R-U-E-G, and they'll match you up to your first $100. All right. What is going on with Lauri Markkanen? What is going on with Danny Ainge? What is going on with the Utah Jazz? Is Lauri Markkanen going to be a Warrior or not? I'm getting impatient. I want me Lauri Markkanen. All right. Warriors are trying. Mike Dunleavy Jr. wants Lauri Markkanen. Joe Lacob wants Lauri Markkanen. Steph Curry, Draymond Green. They want Lauri Markkanen. The Warriors and the Jazz are still discussing a trade to send Lauri Markkanen from the Jazz to the Warriors. This is according to the Athletics' own NBA insider, Shams Charania. Markkanen's going to be eligible for a contract extension beginning on August the 6th. So there's a lot of talk that he's going to get that contract extension and stay in Utah. A lot of talk that he really loves it there. He's definitely slated to be one of the most coveted free agents available next offseason. He's 27. He's coming off a year last year where he played 33 minutes a game and averaged 23 points, 8 rebounds, and 2 assists. He shot 48% from the field, 39.9%, so basically 40% from three. He was an all-star in 2023, and he was also named the NBA's most improved player. So the Jazz, according to reports, are willing to move him in the right deal, or are they? A lot of people feel like Danny Ainge just basically said, hey, yeah, we'll take him or we'll trade him if we get the right offer, hoping that somebody's going to make them just a ridiculously stupid offer and that they can, just be in the right place at the right time. According to all reports, Utah's asking price has been substantial. And in recent days, it sounds like it's been ridiculous. So according to the reports, Danny Ainge wants Mike Dunleavy Jr. to give him Moses Moody and Jonathan Kuminga and Brandon Pajemski and a boatload of draft picks and pick swaps in return for Markkanen. So according to Shams, the Warriors are like, no. We are not doing that. We're not giving you Moody and Kuminga and Pods, basically all of our young core except for Trace Jackson Davis, and a bunch of picks and a bunch of pick swaps, all for one guy. No. You obviously are not really serious about trading him. Shams wrote, the Golden State Warriors have been the most engaged team for Markkanen in recent weeks, as league sources tell The Athletic that they've discussed a proposal around Moses Moody, multiple first-round picks, multiple pick swaps, and multiple second-round picks. So that's what the Warriors are offering. Sounds like they don't want to move Kuminga or Pajemski, that they want to move Moody, and that's it, and then a bunch of picks. Now, it would have to be, because Markkanen makes $17 million or whatever, and Moody makes $4 million, you'd have to have some combination of bodies there. So Kevon Looney could be involved. Who else? Maybe Gary Payton. Those are the two guys that come to mind. Maybe both. So it would not just be Moses Moody. It would be Moses Moody, Kevon Looney, Gary Payton, and probably, 3 or 4 number ones and a couple number twos. I mean, it's going to be a big package for sure for Markkanen, no matter what. But the Warriors don't want to move Kuminga or Pajemski. Now, Pajemski's been lighting it up in the summer league, and I would not be surprised if the Jazz badly want Pajemski. Now, I would not make Pajemski the reason that deal doesn't get done. I'm not making the move on Kuminga. I don't want to move Kuminga. If Kuminga's got to be in the deal, then we'll go in a different direction. We'll find another deal. Because I think Kuminga's a star. I think Kuminga's going to be a superstar. Kuminga's 21. He basically he was a newborn at 19. Now he's like a toddler. Are you going to trade the most, enormously talented toddler in the league right now that in 2 years is going to be riding a bike, and 3 years is going to be dunking? I mean, that's what kind of upside the Jonathan Kuminga toddler possesses. But, I wouldn't move Kuminga. But if they want Podziemski, I'd do that. I'd move Podziemski. At the end of the day, is he a good rebounder? Yeah. Does he have good instincts? Yeah. Does he impact winning? Sure. But I'm not. You're getting a 27-year-old all-star 7-footer who shoots 40% from three. I like Podziemski, don't get me wrong, and I love his rebounding, and I love to see him on the team, but he's a bench piece. I mean, if you're starting him, I think there's issues. And I love him as a talent, but I don't think he can't be the reason that you don't acquire Lauri Markkanen. So, and then, you think about it, you start letting yourself dream about Markkanen with the Warriors. I mean, what do the Warriors have in the front court? I mean, they've got Draymond Green and Trace Jackson Davis. They could use that key player in the front court that they could, build around. And if you had Trace Jackson Davis and Green and Markkanen, now you've got three pieces up front that are kind of intriguing. In the backcourt, you've got Buddy Hield and DeAnthony Melton. You released Chris Paul. You moved off of Klay Thompson. They did add Kyle Anderson, slow-mo. But if you want to be a contender in the West, you gotta make a major addition. And to me, if you really think you're going to be a contender in the West, you got to make a major addition without subtracting a ton. So, that's why Golden State's offer is Moody and picks, because they know what I know, which is, why do this whole exercise of making this big trade if you're still at the end of the trade not going to be a title contender? Then you're still not getting Steph closer to contending for a fifth ring as a Warrior. What's the purpose of all this? If you trade Moody and picks, then you're subtracting nothing from your roster for the most part. Moses only played a bit role off the bench last year. But if you trade Moses and Pods, now you're getting better with the addition of Markkanen, but you're also getting worse because you move Pods. And if you move, Moody and Pods and Kuminga, now, how much you've improved with Markkanen is offset by how much you've, regressed by not having Kuminga or Pods. So I do understand why Golden State's offer is about Moody and picks. To me, that makes sense because they need to open Steph's championship window and give him a chance to contend for a title. And so that means they need to add a significant piece, but they also can't subtract significantly from their current roster. Or what are they doing? At the end of the day, they're just kind of spinning their wheels. So if Danny Ainge comes to Mike Dunleavy Jr. and says, I have to have, bottom line, we're going to either extend Lauri Markkanen or we need it all. We need, 3 number ones, 2 number twos. We need Moody. We need Kuminga. We need Podziemski. I would just say, hey, Danny, good luck to you. Enjoy Markkanen. Enjoy what you got. Good luck to you. And just end it right there. If he's willing to, go Moody and Pods and picks, now I think I'm willing to make the deal. And if I could get what I want, which is Moody and picks, I'd rather throw an extra pick and keep Pods because the picks are hit and miss, and Pods you already hit on. So that's how I see that trade, talks going on between the two teams. I understand Danny Ainge. Danny Ainge, asks for a ton and, dreams big, and then sees if somebody's gonna blink. If you're Dunleavy, man, you got to do a good job here and not blink. You can't give Kuminga. You preferably can't give Kuminga or Pods. And if you can get this deal done for Moses Moody, and maybe if they want 3 1s, maybe go 4 1s. If you can get this deal done without trading anybody off your roster except for Moses Moody, now you've accomplished your goal. You're, maybe you're a back end title contender, but you're a title contender. You're a title contender if somehow you can acquire Lauri Markkanen and not trade Brandon Podziemski or Jonathan Kuminga. So there you go. We'll see. We'll see who's going to blink in this negotiation. And if the Warriors move off of Markkanen, where do they move to? Do they move to Brandon Ingram? Do they move to Kyle Kuzma? Could you get Houston to move you Sengun? Could you get Detroit to move you Duren? I mean, it'll be very interesting to see what the pivot is going to be if the Markkanen dream dies and no deal can be had between the Jazz and the Warriors. All right, tell me what you think in the comments below. Thanks to Pig and a Pickle for being the title sponsor of The Krug Show. Thanks to all of you guys for supporting The Krug Show on YouTube.